was gonna do. So they're gonna stop chemo.
Right.
So we're his last hope. You can say
Yeah.
that.
Well, I can tell you, God is great. God is great. And if it's within His wishes, things will happen quickly. And I guarantee that. As you can tell, the Vital Pro has done a lot to allow for his taste buds again to taste food, and that is a vital important thing because it is through the food that we receive nutrition.
Vlogging.
You know,
Mavlogging. Vlogging
so
for me.
I'm really
Vlog,
excited about the fact that that was proven. And then now, if he's going to go home, if he can just take the products, I mean, if we are his last resort, that would be actually a good thing to do.
The great thing is that he loves the product. Everybody, when I tell you, David, mind you, we were imagine Joaquin and I. It looked like a documentary type of thing, and the doctors are going into that room, and we have our own table set up with the scanner, and we're scanning. We had a line of about 8, 9 people inside of the hospital room with this gentleman. It was fun. It was exciting. But
Wow.
the one thing that I can tell you is seeing how positive he is towards our product and the fact that he received very positive results within 48 hours of taking it.
Right, right, right.
He received, he took, dropped him off 3 glucoses, and we also brought him Nourish so that he can alternate between Nourish and Vitapro.
Right.
But it's gonna be a good journey. I'll keep you guys up to date.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please do that. God works in mysterious ways. I'm a firm believer in that, and I think maybe all this is happening for him for a reason. And wouldn't it be awesome if he continues taking a product and it's that which helps him recuperate? That would be like one of the most awesome things ever. But we'll see. We will see. As far as the rest of it is concerned, just let's all keep our prayers up for him and continue to say a good word and God let God do its work, right? But I've had some great experiences, and one of the things that I can tell everybody on this call, because most of you look like you've been in the business for a while, one of the things that I can say is that being in this business has allowed me the opportunity to be with so many people that have had tremendous results, right? Tremendous results, from cancer, tumors, all the way on down to many different medical issues. And the results have been so positive. And the rarity of it all is that they've been so positive in a short span of time. And that's the part that really gets me. It really excites me to know that it will come when it does, and it'll be quickly. And it's exciting. It really is exciting. And think about this, Dion, for a minute. Imagine you had scanned him maybe 2 years ago, right? I mean, that's really the big difference
Sorry for
here.
the interruption, sir. Will you be able to record this meeting, sir? So we
Absolutely,
can share it to the team later.
absolutely, absolutely.
Recording in progress.
Yeah. So imagine if, like I always tell everybody, I wish I would have found out about this, 10 years ago, because I would have scanned my sister, and my sister would be a whole lot better right now, because she got scanned by me, and she was able to take some of these products and actually notice the difference in her own body. So that would have been for me something very special. So that is the power of what we have. So for those of you that are new and are on this call, you just got here, I thank you very much. Thank you for being on this call. My name is Dave Gonzalez, and I will be doing the presentation for you this evening for Vital Health and giving you all the information as to what all this craziness is about. But we're truly happy and we're excited, and we're also all anticipating so many beautiful things to happen because the company is going through a growth period that is just miraculously incredible. Our company is called Vital Health, and it's a company that is founded in Mexico. And we're going to talk a lot about that. We're also going to talk about the products. It is a company that has some very, very outstanding products. These are products that are actually like beyond, what you might have heard of, and the companies that are currently out there that are in the natural medicine realm. We are not a pharmaceutical. We are basically a natural medicine. We are actually 100% herbs, and it works instantly, almost within a half an hour, 1 hour, 24 hours, 45 minutes, in some cases, a couple of days, and you will get a result, and you will receive some form of a positive testimony from the people that are actually trying the product. So that's why we're so happy. If somebody invited you to this call today, please know that they invited you because they thought enough of you so that you can actually receive this information and at the same time, be able to get information so that you can make a decision for yourself and for your condition that you may be dealing with, or someone that you may know that may have a condition. We're going to go through that in the beginning in this presentation. Secondly, someone thought enough of you to actually invite you into this call because there's a potential that you would like to get involved in a company that's just getting started, that's helping a lot of people make a lot of extra money. And not just that, it's a movement that's really taken on its own form around the world. Right now, the company is in about 36 countries, and we're growing steadily every single day. And I just want to let you know that if somebody invited you and asked you to join something that could potentially make you a lot of money, this is exactly what you're up to. So right now, we're going to talk about the products first, and then later on, we'll go into the information about the money and how the company pays. But welcome to both of you, those of you that came in to see the product, and those of you that came to see an opportunity. And obviously, our company is a fairly new company. We started about 4 years ago. The date of birth of this company is February 22 of 2022. And it's a weird number, but it's cool. It's 2/22/22. And, it's an amazing number, actually, because, it's kind of providence, right? It's one of those things that you get to see once in a while. And the reality is our company is still in its initial growth stage. We're in what's called a formulation stage. Most companies out there in the world, they actually go through these 4 stages of growth, whereby you get to do the formulation in the beginning and prepare everything for its onset. And then as you go through the formulation, the company just balloons from there. And then you get into this concentration stage where it's big enough to where it can just explode. Once it goes into the concentration stage, it just takes off. And it goes to what's called the momentum
Hindi
stage.
ibig ni nabay anti-team na ti Hawaii.
And the momentum stage is really the
Nakakatawa
one
ka
that,
rin. Oh, mabali mi sorry ho namin butas.
okay, whoever that is, we're gonna mute them right now. On the momentum stage, that's actually where it gets huge. The momentum stage is when it just really takes off. Can you guys still see that? Benny, can you still see the presentation? Mr. Benny? Okay. 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 How's that? It's there now? Okay, very good, very good. Okay,
Yeah.
so and by the way, right now in the stages of growth, you are at the perfect place at the right time because we're about to explode into some very, very, very new ground for us. We're actually going into different countries and we're actually going into different states and cities throughout the United States. So it's super exciting for us to know and super exciting for you that are brand new, because you're able to see this right now where everything is groundbreaking. Like I said, the company was founded in Mexico. It is a multinational company with over 500 employees worldwide. It is in constant growth and it continuously invests in the development of itself and also an innovation of its products. One of the things that I was requested to speak about was actually the products that we're coming out with, which is actually something that is actually started already, and it's already in a few new products that were delivered. All of our products are innovative because all of our products have what's called nanotechnology in them, which means that the particulates of each one of our products are made in a very small, most tiniest, minute particle. Today, we're starting a brand new method or a brand new system of production, which is actually a almost water soluble product, which means you take the capsule, it goes into your stomach, and it automatically turns into water. It's just amazing. And that's one of the things that someone requested for me to speak a little bit about today. So we'll talk a little bit about that during the product segment. Now, we also have, as a company, all the laboratories necessary in the company. There's about 7 different buildings. There's actually 8 buildings. I'm not supposed to talk about number 8 because it's a brand new product that's coming out. But we have 7 buildings in which 3 of them are actually production, where each one of these buildings, the 3 have laboratories inside that are fully inspected by COFEPRIS, which is for Mexico, the FDA, the RGSA, the GMP, all the different certificating bodies all over the world that help us go into different countries of the world. And of course, it has a global expansion. This is a company that's about to, like I said, blow up into every single country of the world. Right now, we're in North America, South America, Central America, the Caribbean. We're going into Europe. Europe is already started. I think it's 27 different countries in Europe. I'm not sure how many total, but something like that. We're about to also open up in Africa, and that's actually being worked on as we speak. It is a daily conversation, but it's ongoing because it's about to get started. So it is a company that you want to actually take a look at really quick because it's something that you want to get involved with right now. You know, as I tell a lot of people, I've been involved in this industry since 1994. And what's interesting to me is that, you know, all along between then and today, there's been many companies that I've heard about and I never did nothing about. And unfortunately for me, I never moved to get involved because I was so busy with other things. But later on in you know in a year or two or three, I found out it was one of those companies just took off and it made a lot of people a lot of money. One major company that I always talk to people about is something called Noni. I heard about that when it first got started and I didn't want to get involved. I tasted the product, it tasted really awful, but it did a lot of really great things to the body. I mean, it did wonders. And a lot of the folks that joined that company became millionaires. You know, I didn't know, but basically it became that famous. So today you have something similar. Everything we have tastes wonderful and it's just getting started and it works tremendously. So please, if you're looking at this for the very first time, please take a look at it with your eyes wide open. As a matter of fact, our company always asks this question, and this question is it goes to everybody. How are you protecting yourself? You know, it is a question that you don't really ask to people unless, you actually know them or unless you're really interested in finding out how they are protecting themselves. And the reality is the answer is pretty bad because nobody really is protecting themselves. You know, everybody's going through the same things, right? Like the stress. And this stress is actually daily. And it's actually stress that stems from many different sources. We're talking about the internet, we're talking about social media, we're talking about the television, the news programs. We're talking about all this different gloom and gloom that's going on all over the world. If that wasn't enough, we have stress around the job, we have stress around the house, we have stress with our kids and our families. It's just stressful. What's happening though is that it's causing illness inside of our body. And how are you protecting yourself against that? That's the question. But the reality is this, stress is so prevalent in our bodies now that the doctors have even come up with a brand new, I would say, diagnosis, right, for a certain type of ailment that people may have called oxidative stress. That means when, your internal organs become, oxidative because of the stress that you're going through. And it's amazing because they've discovered that even your organs are affected by the stress that you feel. And the other question is, how are you protecting yourself from pollution? And there's a lot of it. One would think that there isn't in your area, but if you look well enough, you will find it. And of course, we're affected by it, whether it's in our water, whether it's in the air that we breathe, things that we touch, just places that we frequent. We need to protect ourselves because some of it is really very strong and it's not good for the body. How are you protecting yourself against the pesticides and herbicides that you may be eating right now? Most of the foods that we eat right now have so many pesticides, herbicides, and chemicals to help it grow so fast that we're just consuming it, with the food that we purchase in the store. And it's really not good for you. It's causing illness in the body. And then we also have an issue with time because of the lack of time, right? The issue is we don't have time to cook. So what do? We actually buy food right away that's already cooked. We usually go get things at a fast food restaurant, and all that fast food is actually causing illness. Not because it's not good for you like that, it's just because if you eat fast food every day, you're going to have issues with your body because it doesn't have the most, I would say, it isn't the most nutritious source, where you can go and get nutrition for the body. And then, of course, the last one is your sleep, right? Or lack of it. Most people go to bed, close your eyes, but they don't go to sleep. A lot of people have an issue with sleeping, and that's actually a huge problem. I never thought about it that way, but once I learned through all the education that I've been receiving from the different doctors that are involved in this company, it's become so clear to me that many of my friends and family that I know personally are probably really sick because they don't have enough sleep. When you go to bed, your body goes on what's called a REM state, which means that it begins to automatically repair itself. And if you're not fully asleep, it's not going to do it, which means that every day that you don't sleep completely and you're not repairing yourself, you're just backing up day after day after day after day after day of your body not repairing itself. So you're leaving things for the future. So hopefully one day you get some rest. And the reality is, that begins to cause different kinds of effects inside of your body in which the only way you can take care of that is through nutrition. And you ask a lot of people, how are you protecting themselves? They say, well, you know what? I eat the right things. Well, maybe, but you know what? Even if you do eat the right things, they are not as nutritious as they used to be. This is a major example here. It is said that between 1950 and 1921, according to the WHO, studies have been made on how the different foods that we eat, such as fruits and vegetables, have declined in the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that they have. It is said that beyond 1980 and before, you could eat one orange and get all the vitamins and minerals your body ever needed. And that is true for then, but today you'd have to eat 8 oranges to get the same nutrition that you would get from one orange from back in 1980. And that is not just the oranges, because out of the same study, according to the WHO, all the different carrots that we eat all over the world have less nutrition than they used to, 40% less vitamin B, 10% less iron. The apples, 22% less vitamin A, 50% less iron. And then tomatoes, we use those every day. I think every culture does. I was told that not too long ago. Every culture uses tomatoes on a daily basis. We're talking 80% less vitamin C. And of course, if we're not getting enough nutrition through the food that we eat, then what do? That's the answer. And that's why we're here. Basically, it's called Vitalhealth. Our products are innovative. Our products are riding in the forefront of all of the technology that there is for nutritional products. You might have heard of other nutritional companies, but in reality, they don't have the technology that our company has. Our company has what's called nanotechnology. And the nanotechnology is actually created in the laboratories of the company, whereby the doctor that's actually made our company's name is Dr. Tony Rodriguez. He actually has found a way to actually buy the different herbs that we use from different sources in Mexico, Europe, and Asia. And when he gets all of those powders, which are the extracts of each herb, they actually make them into the most tiny, minute particle called a nanometer, which is the smallest particulate that you can actually see. And in reality, you can't even see it. When you take that, it goes straight into your stomach, it penetrates the walls of your stomach, and it goes into your bloodstream right away. And it navigates to all your different organs, and it begins to actually help them and give nutrition to those organs. That's the magic behind our company. And that's something that we're now beginning to become well known for, because there is no other company that has the nanotechnology like we do. Now, besides the nanotechnology, which is actually something that we're known for, we now have a brand new technology, right? It's called VIA. This brand new technology is actually, they are making the products and they're bringing in all the different extract, and they're actually putting them through a process in which they become water soluble. Meaning to say, when you take the product, it goes into your stomach and it just becomes water and it immediately goes into your bloodstream. It is something very powerful. It is something very new. It hasn't been used yet in natural products. It is something that is only used where it becomes hydrolyzed in pharmaceuticals in different countries of the world. The owner of this company, Dr. Tony Rodriguez, along with its partners, they've actually partnered up with a Russian company that actually brought that technology to Mexico. And now these new products that are being made by the company work so well and they work so fast. It's almost immediate. And of course, it's very strong, but it's all herbs. It's like eating a leaf of lettuce or a tomato. Nothing's going to happen to you. There is no overdosing. It's just herbs. It's just food, but it's potent, right? And it goes into your body and it just helps you because it gives the nutrition immediately to the organs that require it. Now, all of this, while it's being approved by the FDA of the United States, of course, the Food and Drug Administration, and of course, that covers the USA and Canada, Salud, and of course, COFEPRIS, which covers Mexico, right? And then, of course, Central America. And then, of course, we have the GMP, which is a Good Manufacturing Practice Seal of Approval, which covers Europe. And of course, it's not here, but we have MVIMA for Ecuador, MVIMA for Colombia, and we're slowly but surely adding all different countries that are giving us their seal of approval as those processes take a long time. And of course, nothing here was actually, everything here has been lab tested. Everything gets lab tested as it comes in. It's lab tested as it's made, and it's lab tested as it goes out of production and into the different distribution centers. And in any of these tests, there was no animal cert. So our company is completely certified by all these different bodies, and we're so happy about that because it gives us really the, I guess, the relaxed feeling that, you know, we're on the right path. And of course, we're constantly being investigated and constantly being, I would say, visited by all these different governing bodies that go to the company and they inspect all of our laboratories. So we're really happy about that because through the investigation processes and also the testing and making sure that everything is being done right, we can actually tell everyone that our company is fully compliant with many countries of the world in which the governing bodies of the Food and Drug Administrations have actually given us their seal of approval. Now, what makes our company so rare is that it has um, a specific order in which how to take these products. You see, Dr. Tony, who is the gentleman that owns, one of the gentlemen that owns the company, he actually had several different clinics before. He still has these clinics, but he had 3 clinics before in which people flock to him from different parts of the world, right? They go to him from Australia, from the US, from Mexico, from Europe, and they would go to his clinics in Mexico just so that they can see him because he, in Mexico, they use the word cure, right? So he actually helped a lot of people get rid of many different illnesses. As a matter of fact, Dr. Tony would say himself, I don't cure anything, David. He says, I nourish the people back to health. And you know, that's a very powerful statement because it is true. But the reality is that Dr. Tony has found a way to actually use a system that helps all his patients, you know, become much better with whatever they're dealing with almost instantaneously. And his system is actually very simple. And it is his very same system that we now use today. As a matter of fact, everybody uses this system, whether you go to his clinics or not, and it's right here. First of all, you got to detoxify your body. Secondly, you're going to restore your body. Third, you want to nourish your body. Fourth, you will awaken your body throughout the week with a special beverage or a special product that you may really like. Now, we're going to talk really briefly about each one of these products so that you guys can all find out more information. And I'm doing this for your benefit so that you can actually talk to the person that invited you and let them know which one interested you the most. First of all, in the detox family, we have the tea detox. The tea detox is this one here you see in the front. It is an awesome tea. This tea actually tastes very good, but it's actually a tea that you actually get to prepare at night. Why I say that, and that's because you want to boil a liter of hot water on your stove. And once that water comes to a boil, you want to add the tea bag in there and you want to set it aside for 7 hours. Then the next morning, after 7 hours, you move that tea from the pot and you put it in a receptacle, whether it's plastic or glass, and you put that tea in there and you add some more water so that it's a little bit more diluted and you drink it for the next 2 weeks. Now you drink this tea for the next 2 weeks, which means that once you drink it and then you run out, you got to make some more. So for 2 weeks, you drink this tea instead of anything else that you may be drinking. I used to say, drink this instead of, any water, and then I don't say it anymore. Drink this tea instead of anything else you may be drinking. Because I gave it to a friend of mine, and my friend says, I said, did you take the tea? He said, no, I haven't taken it yet. I said, why not? He goes, well, I don't really drink water. I said, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean water. I mean anything else you'd be drinking, substitute it with the tea. So that way you get it into your body. And for 2 weeks, you're going to see that this tea is going to help you evacuate everything from your stomach, your large intestine, and your small intestine. And you know, I was having this very conversation this morning with a very good friend of mine because he loves these products and now he's actually buying them from me directly through my website because he goes into my website and he purchases it. But I'm about to give him access so he can get a membership and get it at 50% discount. But my friend said, you know, I love this tea. This tea was great. It helped me lose weight. It helped me do so many things. And he was telling me, I'm thinking about now, you know, getting a colonoscopy. And I said, well, you should if you want to. But he was asking me if it's the same thing. I said, no, it's not. Because when you do that, it only goes into the front area or the colon area. It doesn't go beyond to like the small intestine, large intestine. It just goes out there. So I said, you want to actually do this tea because this tea takes care of the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and of course, everything goes out through the colon. So I said, this is actually a very good detoxification. It's going to actually get rid of everything. It's going to kind of like scrape the walls of your stomach and get rid of all that stuff that's been stuck in your stomach for years. And you know, what's awesome about this is you can take this tea along with the Vitarin for the kidneys, the Organix for the liver, and the Balance for the pancreas. You see, those three capsules, they work together because those three organs talk to each other. As a matter of fact, the organ that's most important in your body next to your heart is your liver. Your liver plays a very important role, and it kind of orchestrates everything that's going on, around this area, which means that your liver talks to your kidneys and it talks to your pancreas. And of course, both your liver and your pancreas speak to your gallbladder, which actually produces all the bile to help you break down all the foods with the bile that it produces it puts into your stomach. And because this is happening, we're just a machine. And if our machine is not working properly, of course, we're going to have issues with the liver, with the kidney, with the pancreas. And of course, we're going to have other problems happening in other organs of the body as well. So one thing that I asked Dr. Tony is, how long do I take the tea? Dr. Tony told me personally, for 2 weeks. And he said, you want to make sure you do it religiously. And then when you stop, when you finish your 2 weeks, just stop taking it. And I said, what about these three other products? Dr. Tony said, don't stop taking them. He says, take them as long as you live because you want to have a healthy kidney, organ, and pancreas for the rest of your life because those are the ones that are going to help you digest your food for the rest of your life. And I thought, great, I want to do just that. So if you're listening to this for the first time, talk to the person that invited you. Let them know of your interest because you know what? This balance for the pancreas works tremendously. It's helped a lot of people, that have issues with blood sugar and many issues like that. But I don't want to get into the specifics. We also have this one here called glutathione, which is actually a liquid dropper, which you put under your tongue. And when you put it under your tongue, this liquid dropper tastes delicious. But this glutathione actually goes into your sublingual system and right into your body, and it produces white blood cells. It produces the white blood cells that your body needs to fight off free radicals. This one here is called Nitro. The Nitro is actually one of the only products that our company has that is a product that has won a Nobel Prize. And what I mean by that is that back in 1994, Dr. Louis Donato won a Nobel Prize for discovering the nitric oxide molecule. As a matter of fact, he actually was able to identify what produces nitric oxide and then he reproduced it. As a matter of fact, between then and today, it's been a very popular product. And today I'm watching the internet, how everybody's talking about boosting your nitric oxide. And it is just so amazing to me that we have it. It's one of our most popular products in our company. It's called Nitro. Now, Dr. Luis Enato wrote a book about this called No More Heart Disease. So if you have anybody or know of anyone that may be having issues with their heart or is propense to having a heart attack or issues with their veins, please talk to the person that invited you. Let them know because this product is completely awesome. We have a lot of testimonies with several different people that actually have taken this product and they know that it works very well. So besides the detox, you want to now also do the restoration of your body. And these are the products for the Restore family. On the Restore family, there's several. I don't talk a lot about them, in detail because there's too many to talk about all of them in detail. But I can say that the Vital Boost is an awesome product for your respiratory system, for your nose, for anything like a flu or a cold or a cough or an allergy. It's also very good for anything that has to deal with, problems that you might have with your lungs, right? Asthma, things like that. It works very fast. The Vital A is for anybody that's dealing with nervousness or with issues of anxiety or just issues of problems with their nerves and they can't be still. The Vital A really relaxes you and calms you down. We've had people that have had panic attacks that they no longer have them because of the Vital A. Now, if you know anyone that can't sleep at night, have them take two Vital A half an hour before they go to sleep, and they will go sleep like a baby, and it'll be very good. Now, the Vitaldol is actually for the pain. It is actually a product that helps you with the inflammation at a cellular level in your entire body. It goes to work really quickly. If you have people that have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, any kind of pain that's very severe and strong, give them some Vitaldol so the Vitaldol can help them reduce the pain. I have had people that we've given this to, and they've given us great reports on it. As a matter of fact, I spoke to a lady which basically explained to me that as far as she's concerned, she swears by her Vitaldol. The Vitaldol works tremendously fast. And she was telling me that before she took her products, she had pain in numbers of, just basically numbers. I said, well, I'm not sure what that means. She says, well, my doctor asked me before what my pain number was, and I would always tell him it was an 8 or a 9. She says, after taking your Vitaldol, I'm at a 2 or a 1. I've never heard anyone ask me about or talk to me of pain in the body in numbers. This is the very first time. So I'm just happy and glad that this helped her. The omega is tremendous omega. This omega is made from real salmon fish. As a matter of fact, this omega it produces a lot of white blood cells as well. And it produces one white blood cell called trichotinoides, which basically has a little hook on its tail. And it actually grabs all the free radicals and it kills them. This omega is a very powerful omega. It has astaxanthin and it works very fast. We also have the curcumax, which is curcumin with other different elements in it. And the curcumax goes to work right away. The curcumax basically reduces the inflammation in your entire body. And while doing so, it actually gets rid of pain, but it also boosts up your immune system. It's for your immune system. The curcumin in this product is awesome. You know, people love it. And of course, it's a very, very, very good product for many people that may have conditions with autoimmune diseases and things like that. The Fortiflora is for your stomach. It helps you a lot with your stomach. If you have any issues with acid reflux, or if you just are having stomach issues and you don't go in the bathroom, it'll help you get rid of everything. It actually has activated carbon. And if you had acid reflux, the acid actually activates, expands, and it evacuates everything from your stomach. Our V control is really great. Our V control is for people that want to lose weight. That's the green one here at the top. It also has different elements in it for appetite suppression. And then, of course, the Vasculax is good for the brain. It's for the veins, I'm sorry. It gives you good vein health, and it helps you reduce the inflammation in your veins throughout your whole body. The Vasculax has been proven to help a lot of people with hemorrhoids. It helps get rid of them really quickly. And then, of course, it also helps people with varicose veins. Any issues with your veins, you could take the Vasculax, and it can help you back very fast. And then, of course, the glutathione. The glutathione is actually a capsule, very different than the other one that comes in liquid form. This one is a precursor to your white blood cells, which means you take the glutathione, and when you take these capsules, they go into your stomach, and then, of course, your body automatically produces more white blood cells. And of course, those are the white blood cells that fight with the free radicals. So this is something that you also do, which is after you nourish the body, you want to now, after you've restored your body, you want to nourish your body, and then you nourish your body with these products here, right? So the nourishing basically takes place on a daily basis. And the way that you do it is very simple. You know, you actually take the V Daily on a daily basis. Our V Daily is awesome. It tastes really good. Also, the V Daily has all the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, metals that your body needs to actually, be in an optimum level. If you actually take this V Daily to a pharmacy and ask them to give you what's in the bag, and you tell them that you want everything sold separately, it'll be about $300 to $500 because it's got top-rated different types of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids in it. So this is actually a product you don't want to live without. And of course, the Vital Pro. We've been talking about this Vital Pro just as we started this call because I'm super excited about the new person that we're helping. This gentleman is a gentleman that wasn't eating anymore or eating properly because he was going through chemotherapy. He's got pancreatic cancer, and I only speak about him because we actually talked personally, and we don't have a problem sharing a testimony from someone that actually we're working with directly. This will be a totally different story if I was just giving you a story about someone, but without a permission. But this is someone that we're actually working with currently. And I also say this because I took care of my sister for 4.5 years. She had cancer and she passed away before I even got involved with this company. So I know what some of the folks that are going through chemo go through. After a while, when you take chemo, you lose your taste buds. Your taste buds do not feel the flavor of the food anymore. So most chemo patients don't eat. They just don't want to eat anymore. They don't find any taste in the food. But the Vital Pro, because the person's not eating, they can drink. And the Vital Pro tastes delicious. The Vital Pro has vitamins, minerals, amino acids. It has a lot of different nutrients that are going to help pick you up and give you that life that you need again with nutrition, but also it helps your taste buds reconstitute. And this gentleman that I'm talking about said exactly what I just said to one of the gentlemen that's on this call, that he's now fine. He was asking his wife to get dressed because he's really willing and able to receive people that want to visit him again, because he felt a whole lot better after 3 days. And he's been just taking this Vital Pro. And I'm so happy and excited because this product basically is a game changer. I know there's a lot of people here that are very healthy, and the Vital Pro is used as a shake, as a protein drink, which you can actually add a banana to it and substitute a meal. If you're doing exercise or if you go to the gym, you can take this Vital Pro as well. That's what it's meant for as well. It comes in vanilla and also in chocolate, like you see in the front, except it's called Nourish on the chocolate side. And why I love to talk about this product is because it really helps people. It really helps those folks that are really not doing well because of the illness that they have. But those of us that are healthy, this is actually a complete meal. I mean, it really is. You add a banana to it, you'll be fine. We also have the collagen. Our collagen is a marvelous product. It tastes really good. It tastes like raspberry. Our collagen is, I would say, if there was awards to be given out, it would be an award-winning collagen, by the way, because the price is priced correctly. You know, it's in the 40s or 30s, I think 30 something, 40 something dollars. It's very, very inexpensive. It has about 50 servings in it. This collagen basically has bovine collagen and it has marine collagen. It has both, right? And both of these collagens are powerful. As a matter of fact, it also has NAD plus, and of course, as you know, everything in the internet now is also NAD plus. I mean, a lot of people are looking for NAD, and NAD is being sold all over the place now because happens to be an age reversal element that helps you reverse your age. I was watching the internet the other day, and I was watching how someone was talking about NAD and NAD plus, and how a lot of actors and actresses are maintaining a younger body and a younger looking skin and a younger face taking NAD. And it was amazing to me because, you know, I know that our collagen has it, and that's why we all look so young and beautiful is because of our of our collagen. Our collagen is doing the work on the inside. It helps, you know, reverse the age on your organs on the inside, and then it does it, of course, on the outside. But not just the NAD, it also has resveratrol. And resveratrol is also an anti-aging element, which actually you take resveratrol and it reverses the age of your organs internally. And then it shows externally on your body. So our collagen has resveratrol, it has NAD plus, it also has bovine collagen, marine collagen. I mean, it's just packed with goodness and it tastes delicious. As a matter of fact, you put a scoop of it in a water bottle and then you shake the bottle and then you just drink it. You know, it's one of the most delicious things. I love our collagen. I drink this every single day. I drink it twice or three times a day. You know what? I sometimes don't drink coffee because I want to drink my collagen. It's so delicious. We also have this one here called Performance, which is actually produces or it has creatine. Now, I always love to talk about this part because, you know, there's a lot of folks on this call and I know that are well beyond the age of 50, you know, and if you are 50 and above, your body has stopped, I would say creating muscle. And as a matter of fact, it's now you're losing muscle from the age of 50 and above. 50 to 55, you start losing muscle. 55 and beyond, you for sure are actually getting smaller because your muscles are actually getting lost, right? And that is simply because your body, as I said earlier, at night when you go to sleep, it reconstitutes itself. It needs to repair. And if you are doing that, your body is repairing itself. And if it needs the protein, it actually goes into your own muscles and takes what it needs and it repairs something else. You know, and of course, if you're not doing any exercise or if you're not basically doing anything, then you're losing muscle as it is, you know, and the older we get, the more we lose. So creatine is very important. This product here tastes like watermelon. It is very good. You can drink it throughout the day as well. And it gives you creatine, and creatine actually produces muscle in your body. So you need creatine. And of course, a lot of people are loving this as well, especially those folks that go to the gym, a lot of gym rats, people that are constantly doing, you know, weights and things like that. They love this product because it really helps them build up. Of course, we also have our Genius Shake and the Defense and Smart Biotics for the kids. These three products in combination are awesome. As a matter of fact, the Smart Biotics and the Defense are drinks that taste very, very good. I drink the Smart Biotics once in a while because it's for the stomach and it helps reduce millions of colonies for your stomach, colonies that are going to be probiotic, that are going to help you with your gut health, and the defense to help you with immunity. And these actual products are actually created for children. These are our kids' products, but it's not just for any child, although every child can take it and every adult. So you heard that correctly. The Genius Shake, the Genius line of products is for adults and kids, but it's mostly designed for kids that have ADD, ADDHD, autism, and also Down syndrome. As a matter of fact, these products are the ones that I am in love with the most. When I first joined the company, I went to Mexico to see it, and it just so happened that on that weekend, they were unveiling these products in 2024. When I got there, there was hundreds and hundreds of families that were there that were part of a clinical study that was actually meant for the kids that have autism so that they can take it for 9 months and then to look at their advance. And what's amazing to me is I was sitting there, it was my very first day there, actually my second day there, and I was watching, there was not a dry eye in the place because there was so many testimonies of kids that were already 15, 16, 17 years old, especially these three sets of families that opened up. They came to the front of the room. The company had done clinical studies on them, and those kids with autism had gone from being in the first grade to the second grade to the third grade, all within that 9 month period. And what was amazing is that all these kids were now looking forward to going into the fourth and fifth grade. But they were 15, 16, 17-year-olds, and I was actually crying too because I thought, oh my God, if that was my child, I would be so happy right now because I can see the progress in their life. I would have hope that someday they would be adults in their future that will be progressive because they're taking a product that's helping them. Well, I just later on I found out that it just so happens that the doctor that produces these products that works with the company is the wife of the owner, and the wife of the of the owner has many different colleagues whom together they came up with these formulas, and then they did a 9 month clinical study in which they're helping so many children, right, with autism, with ADD, and then recently now kids with showing results with Down syndrome. And to me, that is amazing. I mean, that is one of the things that I'm really called for is to help as many people as possible, especially if they have these kind of issues. So if you guys know anyone that might have a child that been dealing with any of these things that I just mentioned, please call them and please let them know that there is something out there that is all natural, 100% herb, and that can help their children. And our company has it, and you can be the one that offers it to them. Now, we also have our line of products called the Awaken line of product. This Awaken line of product is actually a line of products that are beverages that we use on a daily basis. And of course, as you know, coffee is the number two beverage in the world. Number one is water, but number two is coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. And our company has coffee with the purpose. The very first one's called the Latte Cafe, which is the gold one here. The Latte Cafe doesn't just have one mushroom, it has 10. I used to work for a company that had mushrooms. It had a mushroom with coffee mix. It was a company that became very famous and popular. My wife and I had the privilege of being there in the beginning when it first got started, and it just blew up because it was so popular. The reishi mushroom works very well in the body. As a matter of fact, it's the top number one herb in the world. And I want you to know that our company doesn't just have one mushroom. Our company has 10 mushrooms, 10.
Hmm?
There's 10 of the top mushrooms in the world in this coffee, and it tastes delicious.
Tak marudon.
As a matter of fact, this particular product here is a product that is really making a lot of stride and taking a lot of stride and making a lot of difference in a lot of people's lives. The coffee itself tastes really good because it's Arabica bean, but it has shiitake, maitake, it has reishi, it has cordyceps, it has chaga, it has, all the top mushrooms of the world are in this one beverage. And of course, it doesn't have creamer, it has MZT oil. The MZT oil acts like a creamer and it even does a foam. It's very good stuff. And then, of course, it doesn't have sugar. It has something called stevia. And it doesn't have just one stevia plant. It has two. One cancels out the negative effects of the stevia because it's sour as a secondary agent. But, the second plant cancels out the sourness. So it's actually a very good cup of coffee. And of course, we have the Thermo Cafe. And the purpose of it is to help you lose weight. The Thermo Cafe has several different elements in it, including cayenne pepper, which actually produces heat on the inside. It helps what's called thermogenesis. You produce heat on the inside of your body. And as you do that, you begin to burn fat at a cellular level in all your organs. And then, of course, you begin to burn fat on the outside as well. And then our Love Cafe, which is an awesome cup of coffee. It's actually made for exactly that, for love. So if you're married, you have a husband or a wife, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're going to enjoy this coffee because it has 4 aphrodisiacs. It has a Tongkat Ali from Malaysia. It has the maca root from Peru, the Sheila heat from the Himalayas, and it has the long jackroot or the Panax ginseng from the U.S. and also South America. These 4 aphrodisiacs do wonders. And as a matter of fact, these four aphrodisiacs work very fast. When you take this product, it works very well. It gives you a really good energy. If you need that sexual energy, it's there for you. If you don't need it, you're okay because it just gave you energy. That's all it is. But it's actually a really good tasting cup of coffee. Now, we also let you know that we sell more the Love Cafe for the benefits that it has with men and women on the reproductive organs. It helps mostly men, but a lot in women, where it helps with the reproduction organs like the ovaries, the tubes, the womb. It helps all that area. We had so many testimonies with this product of women that have had issues where they can't no longer have a period, but now they got a period, or it took 2, 3 months to get one, and then when they take this product, the period happens right away. Also, women have irregular periods where they just take too long, like 9 days, 8 days. It's reduced really back to normal. But every single one of those testimonies of the women, they end it with, "Oh, and by the way, there's no more pain." And to me, that's actually a very satisfying thing to hear, that there is no more pain, in the body after taking these products. And that's awesome. Also, it's the one thing that helped me because I had issues with my prostate, and this is the one product that helped me go to the bathroom again completely and evacuate my bladder. And I was so happy when this happened because it happened within 2 weeks. But I drink this coffee every day. Actually, I'm drinking some Love Cafe right now. It is an awesome, awesome cup of coffee. It tastes very delicious. And by the way, it does what it sets out to do. It helps you with your reproductive organs. And you did hear me say mostly on men. If you look up, the aphrodisiacs that I just mentioned online, you'll get to see that most of them are helping the men in the reproductive area. So please look up on that. Also, the Neuro Cafe is an awesome product as well. It tastes very good too. It's very delicious. It's a coffee that you actually can add cream or sugar to it, whatever you want, but or any kind of flavor. You can put a stevia in it as well. But this coffee is so great. It helps you with your brain. It's got nootropics in it, different kinds of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that go straight to the brain, and it helps you give you a calm feeling and a relaxed mood. It's actually really good for you. And of course, we have the V Energy. The V Energy is also terrific. The V Energy is a drink that everybody should be taking. It gives you a lot of energy. It gives you a lot of stamina. It just has you in a really good mood all day. The V Energy usually is used by people that want to go to the gym and they use it as a pre-workout. The V Energy works very well. As a matter of fact, as a pre-workout is one of the most fantastic things that I have seen in a long, long time. As a matter of fact, the V Energy for many people it's helped them not just in the gym, but also doing other strenuous things, even at work. So you can take the energy all day long. It's all herbs and it tastes like mango. So as you can see, our company has a system. The system of the products is to detoxify, restore, nourish your body, and awaken your body. And of course, you can get all of these, right, as you're actually in the company and use them as a tool also so that you can actually promote your business because this is also a business. I've been talking just recently to all the people that want to take the product because they may be dealing with a condition. But if you're a distributor and you'd like to find out how you can actually make money, well, you can use these products also as a tool because you can actually hand them out to people, have people do taste tests and try it out. And then, of course, if they tell you they want to buy some, you can make some really good income from this company. It also has other tools as well, such as the AI. This AI has been trained for many, many months, actually years now, 2 years almost. And of course, this is an AI that has been produced by the company. And it's kind of unique because it takes the place of Dr. Tony. It will answer you any questions you may have regarding the products of the company. It'll also answer you any questions you may have regarding the company itself, the compensation plan, policies and procedures, and just on, different things that you want to know about. It'll give you the answer right away. You just type it and then it'll answer you in an instant. For instance, if you want this presentation, you go to the AI, and then of course you ask, can I please have the company presentation? And it'll send you a link in that instant. And all you do is click on the link and this presentation will show up. It'll pop up and then you can actually work with whoever you have in front of you and explain to them exactly what I just said. We also have this scanner called the AI scanner. It's an advanced scanner. It's actually a scanner that's a quantum magnetic resonance. Basically, you put it on your finger and it actually tests the blood that's in your finger. And when it does that, it gives you a reading in 45 different areas of your body, and it tells you exactly how you're doing in highs and lows. It doesn't tell you that you're sick or something's wrong with you or anything like that. It just says you're high here and you're low here, right? But when you go through 45 different areas of your body and they're all different organs and systems, it'll actually let you know at the end what products of our company you need to take so that you can improve those areas. And that's pretty amazing because if you know anybody that doesn't like to sell and yet they have this scanner, they can simply scan the person that they're working with, whether it's their, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, friend, husband, whoever it's in front of them. They can just scan their finger, and at the end, the computer will tell them exactly how they look in their body, and at the end, it'll tell them what they need to purchase from the company. And the person would say, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, and I want to buy that. You see, that person didn't have to sell anything because there's a lot of folks that say, well, I don't like selling. Well, if you don't like selling, that's fine. Get the scanner. The scanner will do the work for you. It's one of the only products that the company has that we do not have, like, it's not a product that you can make money from. This is something that you buy to use as a tool. It isn't really a product that we actually can sell and make money from. It's just a personal product that we purchase so that we can use it and use it to help others. Now, this is pretty much it regarding the products and, of course, the tools that the company has to offer. And what I want to say to you is if you came here to actually listen to the presentation with regards to the products, I want you to talk to the person that invited you and let them know which one is the one that interested you the most. And hopefully you can pick that up before this presentation is over. But you know what, though? There's a lot of you that were invited here to actually see something regarding how to make some extra money. If someone thought enough of you and brought you here so that you can see how you can make an extra income, please stick around. As a matter of fact, you know what? There's many people that I know that are looking for others that can help us because our company is looking to expand all over the place. And if you were invited to look at this, please, I want you to know that our company can help you make income in different ways. As a matter of fact, there's about 8 or 9 ways of making money in this company. And the most popular one is this one. Basically, the most popular one is where you buy something at a lower price and then sell it at retail and you make the difference. The only difference is that in our company, you get to make 100%. So for instance, if the product costs $27, right, such as the Vitalhealth here as an example, and you sell it for 55, you make 27.50. You sell 10 of those, you made 275 bucks. You can do that every day, you can do it every hour, you can do it every week, every month. That's up to you. If you're actually serious about this, and you're doing this, you'll be able to make some extra money really fast. Also, there is actually a way where you can actually maximize your income on doing the same thing, which is basically selling to people, right? Which is wholesale to retail. And there's something called a influencer bonus. Anybody can get the influencer bonus. The company has the pay plan designed to where it pays people when they make their purchase. You see, and this is something that is unique to Biohealth. There is no other company in the world that has this influencer bonus. And believe me, we've checked, we've looked around, we've talked to a lot of people, and we've tried to find out who else has an influencer bonus, and no one else has it. This is the only company that has it. Meaning to say, like I said earlier, you can buy the products at $27.50, but you can also get them at $5. And how you do that is very simple. Every month that you go in and purchase product from the company, you can buy 200 points for yourself to actually use and also to do your business. When you do buy those 200 points, the company drops the price on all the products for you on the next 200 points at $5.50 each. Some cost $6, some cost $2. It depends, but they all drop 80% below the actual wholesale cost. So we get it at 50% discount. So they'll drop it 80% more on top of the 50%, which is why it comes out to $5.50. So imagine this, somebody buys the same product from you, you got it at $5.50, they buy it at $55, you made $49.50. So if you did 10, that's $495. Meaning to say, you can do that in one day, in 1 week, in 1 month, whenever you want. $495 is coming to you by offering 10 people this product. It's just an example. As you were able to see, we have several different products for different things that people are dealing with. So it's not a hard sell. It's very simple. And by the way, when you have the scanner, people want to buy different things from you all the time. So when you have an influencer bonus coming to you, you can actually get the products at these prices, at the really low $5.50 price. Meaning to say, The next 200 points, you will be able to buy them at $40, pretty much. So you walk away with almost $300 worth of product that you paid $40 for. It's amazing. Now, we also have something called a loyalty bonus. This is actually pretty simple to explain. Everybody in the company that's a member is required to buy every single month a minimum of 50 points or 100 points so they can stay active. When you are active, you can collect money, you can actually, actually accumulate volume on your business so that you can get paid on that later. When you're active, you actually can rank up in the business. There's so many things that happen for you when you're active. And the only thing that's required for us to be active as a member is basically to just pay or buy 50 points in product every month minimum, or 100 points. Anyway, when you buy your monthly purchase between 2 to 3 months when you're in the company, you get 10% discount. But when you're actually making your purchase between the first and the seventh day of the month, you get an additional 5%. So you get 15% discount. If you've been in the company from 4 to 8 months, you get 20%. But if you made your purchase between the first and the seventh, you get 25%. So you get an extra 5%. So if you've been in the company for more than 9 months, you get now, from now on and forever, 30%. But if you made your purchase between the first and the seventh, you get 35%. So for instance, today is the first of the month, correct? So starting today, if you made your purchase and you're already in the company last month, if you made your purchase between today and 7 days from now, you're eligible for that extra 5%. It's called a loyalty bonus, and everybody loves it because we get a lot of product here. Now, you also get a first order bonus. The first order bonus is actually a bonus that you're paid when you invite somebody to actually work with you in the business. You see, a lot of people that come to our company, they decide that they want to be with us almost immediately. And when they do, and they actually start working with us, they either get a pack or they buy loose product. I always tell people it's a good idea to buy a pack because you get more product in a pack than if you were to buy each product individually. In this particular case, for instance, there's a small basic pack for 170, which you get $33 off, $33 from when somebody that you inviting to the company buys that pack. And then the next one's called the builder pack. It costs 300, but you get 67.50 when they buy that one. The next one is called a Pro Pack. It costs 600, but you get $135 when they buy that one. And then the biggest pack the company has is very inexpensive. It's $1,200, and you get a whole lot of product, but you get paid $270 when somebody buys that one. Now, the rest of the volume that was actually consumed by each one of these people that purchase these packs, it doesn't go away. You actually get paid on it again, or you also get paid on the rest of the volume on this other bonus called the binary bonus. Meaning to say, when you come into the business, you need to build your left team and right team, just two teams. And when you start doing that, those people that you invited, they build a left team and a right team. And those people that they invited, they build a left team and a right team. So it all kind of takes care of itself. You begin to then accumulate volume on your left team and on your right team, which you will get paid on every single week. It's called the two-team bonus, or the binary bonus, as I like to call it. Let's say, for instance, this is an example. When there's 9,000 points on the left and 10,000 points on the right, you will get paid on the lesser leg, on the smaller one. In this case, it's the left. So you get paid on 9,000 points, 15% commission. That's $1,350. This is also a weekly pay plan. So every week we get all these checks that we're going to be talking about. When you're bronze, you get 10%. When you're silver, you get 12. When you're gold, you get 13. When you're platinum, you get 15, such as the example that you see right here. But let's say you just started and you're at bronze. At 9,000 points, 10%, that's $900. There's not a lot of businesses out there hiring people paying $900 a week nowadays. And if there is, it's very rare. But 900 is not too bad, right? Especially if you're doing it as a side business. So I urge you to take a look at this company, because this can easily be done. Because if you get to work and you start inviting some people and they invite others, this just grows really fast. And it's not based on how good you are. It's really based on how fast they move. And a lot of the folks that you know are even faster movers than you. And I know a lot of people that are even faster movers than me. So the reality is there's income every week, to be paid, to be actually earned, because the people that we get involved actually do a lot. So in this business, in this particular pay plan, you can actually make on the two-team bonus up to $25,000 a week. In a month, that's about 100 grand, or 125,000 if you have a 5-week month, right? So There's a limitation to it. This is the only part of the plan that has a maximum. Everything else is, the world is your oyster. You can make as much as you want. There's also a rising star bonus when you first get started. Everybody knows a lot of people. So if you know a lot of people and you want to get paid that 15% right away, you can. Let's say you know someone that just happens to know so many people they can actually invite right away. Well, if they invite three today, you get 12% commission today. If four people actually get involved in your business, you get 13% commission. If you enroll six people, you get 15% commission. So you don't have to wait till you become platinum to get 15%. You can get that immediately. It just turns out to be more money for you. Obviously, there's also something called a matching bonus. And this is actually a very, very nice bonus because when you start working and you start bringing people that want to do the business and they want to actually get involved and help others, when they actually start working as well, right, they start to make money. And I love this company because you get paid for helping others help people. So when you help others make money, you make money. That's something that my first teacher told me. The guy that got me involved in this back in 1994, his name was Al Thomas. He always used to say, Dave, if you help enough people, you can't help but make money. And I always think about him, and it is the truth. In this matching bonus, if you help these five people make $5,000 on this week, you will get 50% of their check. It's called a matching bonus because they'll match you whatever your people made, and they'll match it to you at 50%. So they get what they get. You just happen to get 50% of their check. If you have five people, like I said, and they made 5,000, you get 2,500. If you have 10 people and they make 10,000, you get 5,000. If you have 20 people and they make 20,000, you get 10,000. So it's a weekly pay plan. So every week you will see that check. The luxury car bonus is pretty awesome too, because you will get a payment for a car of your choice. Mostly everybody in the US has a car payment, right? And if you have a car payment, the company will pay you for your car up to $500 every month in cash so that you can make your car payment. All you have to do is reach the position of gold. Once you become gold, they will send you every month that $500. You just have to stay at gold. If one month you go down below gold, you won't get the check. But if you go back up to gold, you get it again. So, because once you qualify, you're always qualified for gold. Now, everybody that's in the company knows that this is a really cool bonus because a lot of different companies have the car program at the highest position. You got to reach the highest position or else you don't get the car program. Here, gold happens to be the fourth position of the company, one of the small ones, and anybody can achieve that. If you already have a car that's paid for, you'll get $800 worth of product every single month, month after month after month. Like I said earlier, this company loves to give away product because product is what we need to promote our business. I always take the product because I already have a car paid for, and I love having a lot of product because I get to help a lot of people when I'm out there working. The company also pays you a rank advancement bonus. You get paid for working and for advancing. And that's actually a very cool thing. The very first three positions are paid in product. That's 100, 200, and 250. The fourth position, of course, is the gold. You get paid $500 a month in a car payment. And by the way, that $500 a month in a year is actually $6,000. So it's not too shabby. The platinum position gives you 500 in cash, the emerald 1,000, the diamond 2,500, double diamond 5,000, triple diamond 7,500. You get paid every time you move up in rank the very first time. And then if you want to get paid again, you got to move up to the next position. And these actually are payments that are done one time, but it's good to know that you have, all this money coming as you actually rank up. Now, just to let you know, a lot of people have been in the company for many years. The company started 4 years ago, and it started in Mexico. And by the way, this is actually the potential of a lot of people that are in the company already that started from the beginning, meaning to say that most of the people that are leaders that started in the beginning in Mexico, in their economy, and some in the US are making between $79,000 and $189,000 per month. And yes, you heard that right, in 4 years. There's some making more than 189. I just cannot mention that because there's a lot of people that want to keep their incomes private. But the reality is, imagine what you can do 4 years from now. And by the way, this company just started in the US almost 2 years ago. It's about to be 2 years. And of course, the world is your oyster. Everything is there for the taking, the whole United States. Right now, we're in California. There's some folks working for us, with us actually in Florida, in the northern areas of Florida, of course, on up to New York, Chicago, and then of course, New Jersey, Connecticut, all that area. And then there's some people here in California, and then on further north, Oregon, and then Washington, and then of course, Oklahoma, Denver, Texas. But not the whole United States knows about this. So could you imagine, right, if you take this on and some people in other states that would love to do something like this on a product that truly does work and it pays a lot of money, you can be at these numbers as well as fast as possible. As a matter of fact, I venture to say that a lot of people in the US are going to surpass these numbers in these next 4 years because this is folks that started in Mexico. But could you just imagine those folks that are in the US? What is up for grabs for them? Now, there's another payment that I haven't talked about. This is the last one, by the way. It's called the residual program. This is actually a payment that you receive every single month, and it's based on the perpetual habitual usage of the product, right? Because everybody would buy their product every single month. So for instance, I buy a product every month. My wife buys the product every month. We each buy for ourselves and for our kids. We all love coffee, but we all actually want to be healthy. So we all buy the products that we need. As a matter of fact, everybody does. So when people buy their own product on a monthly basis, that's just something that they're going to use every month. Now, what I tell people is there's a minimum of 50 points and there's a maximum of 100. So why not just get the 100? Because that gives you the ability to move up in rank as fast as possible. So 100 points is not a whole lot to speak of, but it's definitely necessary for your home. So could you imagine everybody in your team is just purchasing 100 points? This is what it would look like. Let's say you come into the business, right? You get paid 10% on your first level. You also get paid 10% on your second level. You get paid 20% on your third level of everybody's purchases. You see, our company looks like a binary, but it's not a binary program. It's just one payment we have called the binary bonus. Our company is actually a uni level because everybody that you bring to the business is on your front level, and then everybody that they bring in is on their front level, and so on and so forth. The interesting about all that is this: from the fourth level and beyond to infinity, this company has no cap and it has no end. To infinity, you get paid on every single person, and it's 2 to 14% commission. Of course, you'll get the rules of all of this during our training when we train and teach people. We have training every Thursday, which is tomorrow at 5 p.m. or 5 p.m. California time, 8 p.m. East Coast time. And we'll teach more information regarding the pay plan and different things. But this is actually a very simple plan to learn. So like I was saying, if you on your first level have 10 people that you invited into the business, and these 10 people are purchasing every month 100 points, that's 1,000 points a month. That means that you get a check for $100 because you get paid 10%. It's not bad. Now, those 10 people bring 10 people, that's 100 people. The 100 people purchase 100 points every month in product. That's 10,000 points on your second level. Those 10,000 points, you're paid at 10% commission, that's $1,000. Now you make 1,100. But those 100 people on your second level bring 10 each. That's 1,000 people. 1,000 people buying 100 points a month, that's 100,000 points. At 20% commission, that's $20,000. And this could happen in 6 months. This could happen in 1 year. This could happen in 2 years. It doesn't matter. What matters is this: what would your life look like with $20,000 additional every single month? Actually, $21,100 additional every single month. And all you did was got involved in the business and bought your own products at 100 points. And then you taught everybody to do the same thing. As a matter of fact, you brought 10 people and you taught them to bring 10. And then they did the same. And then they did the same. It's very simple. This is exactly what we're up to, guys. This thing is going to grow quickly and it's going to grow huge because it pays so much money. If I was to show you what happens on the fourth level, you would be totally amazed. But our company is just getting started. And one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, how do I get started? What do I do? Well, very simple. You just have to purchase a $29.90 membership. And with that, you're in the business. As a matter of fact, you get all the virtual training, personalized mentoring, a high quality product in the company. You also get personal, growth, right? Training. Of course, you get up to 50% commission and discount on all the product. You get a tremendous reward program, which I just showed you, right? It's a pay plan. And of course, you get your own online store. You can actually sell the product through your store and publish it to everybody on the internet, social media, and people will go into your office, into your actual portal and purchase from you. Like I was explaining to you, I have a friend that I sell to all the time I'm about to give him the code so he can actually become a member because he's always buying from me. But the thing is this, you have your own online store. Creating an online store is so expensive, but this company gives it to you as part of your 29.90. Also, you get a back office, which means you get a back office that shows you your entire business. You can run your business from there. It shows you who's in, who's out, who paid, who didn't pay. It shows you how many people came into the business in every part of the world. It gives you tons of information. It is an awesome back office. It is really a game changer. And let me tell you, this is a company that started 4 years ago. So it started in today's times, which means in today's era. So everything that it's doing, it's very futuristic and brand new. And it's really nice to know that because many companies are starting to throw away the old stuff and creating new stuff. We don't have to. We already started with the new stuff. Now, you can always, now that you're a member, buy products individually. And of course, if you did that, that's great. But what if I can show you how to get more product for the same amount of money? This is the way to do it. If you buy the basic pack, it costs you $170 and you get all these products, but you get over $211 worth of product. So you get more in products for the money. Now, if you need these products, then of course you should get the builder pack because you'll pay $300, the other $29.90 for the membership. $300 gives you $381 worth of product. So you get more product for the same package that you're buying at 300. And then of course, if you buy the Pro pack, which is 600, you get over $868 worth of product. So you get more product for the pack than if you would buying these products individually trying to reach $600, right? You probably get way less products. So you get a bigger discount when you buy these packs. So talk to the person that invited you and let them know which one of these products suits you the best that you want to try the most. That way you are already in. And as a matter of fact, we have a way right now where you can actually get the membership for $4. I believe it's $4.44. So last month it was actually $2.22. So this week it's going to be $4.44. So instead of paying $29 for the membership, how about paying $4 for the membership? And then you get to buy any one of these packs and get a lot more product than if you were to actually have bought each product independently. But what if you wanted to do the business, right? What if you want to do this business and work with the person that invited you so that you can work together as a team and really build in your area and build wherever you know people, whether it's in Mexico, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa, or even here in the United States. Just work with the person that invited you, become a team, work together. I do this every Wednesday for you. All you have to do is just bring the people in. They'll listen to the presentation, and at the end, they'll make a decision. Of course, they'll talk to you and get involved right away. If any of you are ready to actually do this presentation, just let me know, and we'll allow you the opportunity so that you can actually do these presentations as well whenever you feel like it. Right now, we have these presentations in English, Spanish, Creole, French, and we're about to get them started also in other languages. So please get ready for that. And we'll do the work for you. You just have to become a professional inviter in the beginning. As you can see, the Elite Pack is the way to go. The Elite Pack is the biggest pack the company has, is $1,240, but you get $2,154 worth of product. You get almost double in products when you buy the Elite Pack. This pack also has other benefits. Basically, when you buy the Elite Pack, remember I said to get the influencer bonus, you have to buy 200 points. Well, if you have the Elite Pack, you only need to buy 150 points, and then you qualify for that lower price on all the products. That's actually a benefit of the Elite Pack. You also, as an Elite Pack holder, will get 10 free memberships. So if you want to enroll people to work with you, they don't have to pay the $30. They can actually come in for free as a member. You just got to give them your code because you get 10 free codes when you become an Elite Pack member. Also, you get 10 discount coupons for anybody that wants to buy from you. Remember I said I have a person that buys from me? I have several, but this one guy is a really good friend of mine. He buys from me all the time in my portal, in my actual business. And instead of him, paying full price, I can give him a code so he can pay a 25% discount. So you can have those codes as well when you become an Elite Pack holder. So you get other benefits too with the Elite Pack. So it's actually a no-brainer to get the Elite Pack because you get 2 or 3, almost 3 sets of all the different products, right? And on this particular pack, you can use one set for yourself. You can sell the other set or use it for taste testing or giving it to people so they can try it out so that you can promote your business. So this is actually the best way to go. And it's not that much. I always tell people there's a lot of businesses you can buy out there. There's a lot of businesses. There's many different types of businesses too. There's even franchises that you can buy for 1 million, 500,000, 200, 300,000, 100,000. But there's also smaller businesses like restaurants and stores that you can buy for 50,000, 75,000. There's so many things that you can invest in this world so you can make some money. But I have never seen a business that can make you potentially over $189,000 per month every month after 4 years simply by just getting people involved in this company. Where have you seen a business that will pay you over $189,000 a month? And when you started, it only costed you $1,200, right? I mean, it's very rare. I mean, it's very, very rare. I haven't seen a business out there that's 1,240 that has a potential of paying you $189,000 in 4 years, even at $50,000 in 2 years. It's just amazing to me. So I urge you, talk to the person that invited you. Let them know of your interests. I would suggest you get the Elite Pack because you get a whole lot of product. And of course, you get a very, very good chance to be successful in this business by having as much product as possible so you can really promote your business and really get started on the right step in the right direction. Because, the next person you talk to, they're going to ask you, which pack did you buy? And then you get to say, I bought the Elite Pack. That person will say, oh, yeah, give me one of those. I want one of those. And then, of course, you'll be building your business in a different level. And most of the people that you work with will all have the same pack and will all have the same opportunity as you did. So please talk to the person that invited you. Let them know of your interest. This is actually a tremendous opportunity. This is a very simple and duplicatable business. It is something that you can do from home at any time. As you can tell, I'm here in California. You are where you are. There's probably some folks here from Hawaii. I know there's a gentleman here with us right now from the Philippines. He's actually 12 hours plus two away, or actually minus 12 hours minus two more in the Philippines looking at this right now. And there's actually folks here from Connecticut, all the way from New York, Florida. There's people here in Texas, and there's some folks here in Dominican. I mean, we have people from all over the place on the call. And as you can tell, it's simple and it's duplicatable. It's something that anybody can do because if I can do it, you can do it. As a matter of fact, it is a global business that you can work from home, and it is a business of the new economy. This is nothing that, is so old and basically outdated. This is actually something people are doing right now. If you look at the internet, everybody's looking to become healthy. Health right now is one of the most valuable assets that we have in our economy. Not just that, but having the opportunity to work with a global company from your home, where all you have to do is just click on your computer and you're in communication with people all over the world. It's something very special. And this company allows you to do that in every country of the world. I just got back on Friday. I was in Haiti last week. And then from Haiti, I went to Dominican Republic. And from Dominican Republic, I went to Colombia. This next week, we'll be traveling again, and we'll be doing another different set of traveling to different places. I was in communication this afternoon with the lady that I'm working with from El Salvador, and we're going to be doing a meeting on Friday with some of the folks that she has ready because I'm probably going to be helping them personally over there. I know I'm working with some people right now. I'm going to be working with folks up northern Oregon, and then possibly in Washington, upstate. And then, of course, there's just so many things going on. And I want you to know this because this is something you can do. You can work it from home, but if you wanted to, you can also do some traveling, right? You can work all over the place because it is a global company. It is growing all over the place. Right now, we have another set of folks, including Ms. Marie Pierre, who's a tremendous coach, with Mr. Alex Dorches flying out to Haiti again at the end of this following month. So we're just happy. We're happy and excited to know that we're able to help and support so many people grow all over the world. It's also a unique opportunity. It's very unique. It's not anything that people have seen before. But the best part about this whole thing is that it's about to blow up all over the place. But the best part about that is that you're here and you're here in the beginning and you're one of the first few. So could you imagine everybody that comes in later is going to be coming in below you? So you'll be the person at the top this time. And that's very valuable. And there's a lot of people that want to be there first. And guess what? You're here. You're the one that saw this first. So you're the one that gets to be at the top. So talk to the person that invited you. Let them know of your interest. Let them know you want to get started right away. There's always two kinds of people that see this presentation, right? There's always the one that says, look, I want to buy the product and I want to get it right now. And then there's another type of person that says, listen, I would like to get started right away because I want to do this as a business and I want to work with you guys and I want you guys to help me so I can learn more. If that's you in both of these cases, talk to the person that invited you. And I always tell people there's also three kinds of people that see this presentation every time. One is the type of person that makes things happen. One is the type of person that watches things as it happens. And the other person that sits and wonders, what happened? What happened? My neighbor bought a brand new house. What happened? My other neighbor bought a brand new car. What happened? All I ask you is don't be that person that asks what happened. Be the one that makes things happen. Be the one that gets things done. Be the one that gets started right away. Be the one that makes that first step and gets things going. Because you know what? Everybody else will follow because they know that you're about that. You're that person that's always leading in the forefront and that's always going to make things happen. And of course, when they follow you, they're going to bring in a whole bunch of others and you'll be at the top. You'll be the first one. So talk to the person that invited you. Let them know of your interest. Let them know you want to get started right away. And we'll be here the rest of this evening to answer as many phone calls as possible. I mean, sorry, as many questions as possible. We'll be here the rest of this evening to talk to everyone. And if anyone has any testimony that they would like to share with us, please go ahead and do so. Or if anyone has a question, please go ahead and ask it now. I know that there is a lady by the name of Les Messengers. Is that what it is? Les Messenger? If you have your hand up, if you can please go ahead and ask your question, we'll be more than happy to answer your question. Les
Okay.
Messengers.
The message. My
Yeah.
name is Mercedes in this car.
Oh, okay.
Mercedes, like Mercedes, and that's the name of my organization.
Okay, okay.
Let
So
me-
this is your organization. How do you pronounce that though? Because I'm interested.
That's a French name, Le Messager
Le
de la
Messager.
Résignation.
I
Yes.
love the way you say that. Le Messager.
Oui. All right, Dave.
Le Messager. Okay.
Oui.
Well, I'm here to entertain any question you may have. So go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, my name is Mercedes. As I already said, I have suffered with fibromyalgia,
Mm,
and I was diagnosed 35 years ago. But I
right.
have been in pain since I was 7, so almost like 43, 44 years old since I've been in so much pain. And I have tried the Vital.
Mhm.
I don't see it did not help me. Maybe I take it wrong. I was wonder is there something else I should have done? I also took the a detox
Mhm.
before that to
Right.
make sure that I was doing the right thing. But I do have medication for my pain, but
Right.
I was trying to do something natural instead of taking those
Right.
Percocet, those drugs. So I was
Right.
trying to stay away from them. That was the reason why I tried this.
Did,
As
did you
I'm
do
talking,
did you do
but
the detox?
yes, I did.
Did you do that for the 2 weeks or did you
No, I did not do it for 2 weeks. I didn't know. That's
Yeah.
what's the
Well, let me let
question
me
I
let me
had.
let me explain to you, because there's a few things going on, and first of all, just so you know, I have had personal experience with the fibromyalgia because I have friends that have dealing with the issue, and
Okay.
also lupus as well.
Okay.
And
So
and
it's
the
almost
thing
the
is,
same
yeah,
range.
almost it's the same family of pain, yeah.
Yes.
But the problem is actually a little more profound, for both of the illnesses. And from
Mm.
what I can tell, particularly with the lupus, right, it has to do with the immune system slash, right, nervous system.
Yes.
And
Hmm.
of course, also with the fibromyalgia, but it has a little more deeper than that, right, to be more profound. In your case, I'm not exactly sure what medication you're taking, but a lot of the medication that is given to the people with fibromyalgia is mostly just what you just said, right, which is pain medication. And
Yeah.
one of the things that I notice, which works really, really well, is that when you do the detox the way it's meant, right, that's when you get to see some progress. Because although cure, there is no cure. There is
Not,
nothing doctor can
not
say,
you.
this is going to cure you. Don't let them tell you
Exactly.
that's not true. You can live a more comfortable life, right, with lesser pain. So the thing is, the detoxification and what it does basically, it kind of scrapes the walls of your stomach, right, and the intestines, which it gets rid of all the fecal matter, that's just deposited, especially when you look at the intestine, it's like an accordion, right? And it doesn't allow for the nutrition to get through because it's so impacted. So when you do the actual detox, the way it's meant, which is actually straight 2 weeks, right? And you drink just the tea instead of any beverage. So if you drink water, juice, so any other beverage, don't drink that beverage. Just drink the tea, and drink it, every day for the next 2 weeks. What happens is you begin to feel the process with inside of you, and it's a process of it's loud in the beginning because your stomach grumbles, and you can feel it, right? Where you actually begin to just evacuate everything. There'll be some weight loss involved. And then on top of that, you're going to feel, a whole lot lighter. And then, of course, you're going to notice that a lot of the stuff that's exiting, in your body, when you get to look, it's coming of all different shapes, sizes, and colors. In it, there is also some of the medication that you've been taking for many years. And nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's just impacted into the walls of your stomach and intestine. Once you've done that, now you have a clear path for your stomach, so that when you take the Vitadol and of course the glutathione, both in liquid and in capsule form, because those two build up your immune system, and of course, you want to take the Vasculex to help you with your vein health, and of course the nitro so that it can open up your veins and help when the blood rushes through, when the veins are open. All the nutrition that you're going to be taking is going to be in your bloodstream, so it's going to navigate really quickly to where it's supposed to go. So the Curcumax and the Vitadol together, it's going to reduce the inflammation in your body. The reduction of the inflammation happens at a cellular level, right? In all your organs, but also in your skin and your muscle. So a lot of our pain that we get is because of inflammatory problems. We have a lot of inflamed tissue or inflamed cells, right? And they begin to bother us in pain. And that's particularly what happens with a lot of people that have the fibromyalgia and the lupus, is they suffer from a lot of pain and because of the massive inflammation. So when you've done the process of the detox properly, you'll be able to take in the curcumax and of course the Vitadol, you know, the um the one for the vein Vasculax, and all the ones that I'm mentioning. It'll just penetrate the walls of your stomach because now it's clean. It'll go into your bloodstream and it'll go directly to the organs that it needs it, or it'll be in your bloodstream available for it to go to wherever it needs to lower the inflammation, because that's what's happening. So if you're just doing Vitadol and you're not doing the the detox, you might not see that big of a difference. You might not, because you're, like I said, the people that speak in terms of the people that have the fibromyalgia, they speak of pain in terms of numbers, right? It's the first time I've ever heard people say, I'm a number 3 or a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or I'm a 10. I have a lot of pain. I've never heard that before. I've only heard it from
Yeah,
fibromyalgia
mine is
people.
about like 9 as I'm talking to you right now. From
Yeah,
0 to 10 is mine is about 9.
exactly. So it'll be great if we can get that down to a 3 or a 2, correct? Maybe a 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
3, even if it's a 4, I will leave because I
Amen.
never have it a 4
I love
since
what you
maybe
just said. Even if
almost
it's a
30
4,
years.
I love what you just said. Even if it's a 4, I'll be happy. But some of the people that are with me right now, they don't understand what we're talking about because, when you talk in terms of numbers, when you talk about pain, that means you're experiencing pain almost every single day.
Every day,
It's
constantly.
it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my prayers is for God to give me at least few hours without pain. And
Yeah.
that's all I ask a day. If I can get at least 3 to 4 hours without pain,
Right.
I will be so happy.
Right. 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 And I'm with you. I'm with you 100% of the way, and I'm rooting for you. I hope that you do get there, but it's going to be a process, and
Okay.
let's do the detox again.
The two
And
weeks. Okay.
2 weeks, 2 weeks,
Bye.
yeah. But this time, while you're doing those 2 weeks, do the organites, the vitamin, and the balance, because you want to
Oh,
make sure your gut health is perfect with the kidneys, the liver, and the pancreas, because those three process everything in your stomach, right? Even food.
mhm.
and of course also medication. So if you're
Yes.
detoxifying yourself from some of the other medication and you're taking care of your kidney, liver, pancreas, you know,
Mm.
those 2 weeks, do those three plus the detox tea, and then you're gonna feel awesome. But when you start doing the Vasculax, the Curcumax, the Vitadol, with the nitro, oh my God,
Yes.
you're gonna feel that difference. It'll
Yeah.
be there for you. It'll be there for you. And like I said, it's gonna be a process. So it's not gonna be a 2 and a 1 right away. It'll probably be like a 6, a 5, and then you get to a 4. You'll feel that it's coming down. It's coming down.
Yes.
So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
What city are you in?
I'm in Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. All right. So you're not like in Haiti or something like that. We would have to fly in some product
I
here.
wish. I wish.
Okay. I'm glad you're local.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much
Appreciate
for your
that.
question.
So do you do fly medication all the way to Haiti?
Well, first of all, we don't have medication. We have supplements. Secondly,
Yes.
we are now in Haiti, so we have a lot of people that we're going to be working with over there. There's actually a very fine young doctor here with us right now, Dr. Adlin, who we had the privilege of visiting last week, and he received us there in Haiti, and we were able to work with his team out there with all his doctors. So
Okay.
we just came back from there.
Okay. Sounds very good. Sounds very good. I
Thank
was
you for your
down
question.
there last December.
Yes. And who invited you into this business, by the way?
The first person that invented her name is Whitney. I get my medication from my supplements from Whitney. And
Whitney. Okay.
then Pastor Kanje also invite me.
Hmm.
My brother-in-law,
Yes.
Pastor Lamy, also invite me.
Okay,
So
great.
I
Well, if
have
you
three people invite me, so I don't know who I should join with.
well, if you need to talk to us, please by all means talk to the people that invited you and let them know that you need to get a hold either of myself or Coach Marie or Coach Alex or even Coach Joseph, whoever you're tied into, and then just they'll get a hold of us so we can all work with you on whatever questions you may have.
Okay, sounds very good. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
Mhm.
Mr.
Thanks.
Benny, you got your hand up there. Go ahead, Benny. Be- yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mercedes, like Mercedes Benz. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you don't want to send a message. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Because I've tried everything that and the planet, every medication, except I don't take illegal drugs. But all the doctor, all they said, there is no cure, there's nothing they can do. I went to nursing school just because of that, so I
Yeah.
can get, and I finished nursing school, so I can get the roots of that, but it doesn't help. Thank you
Yes.
so very much.
Yes. Yes. But by the way, Mercedes, did you buy the large pack? Which pack did you get?
I get the one that I get, I not the pack, but I get the supplement from somebody.
Oh,
I
okay. All right. Yeah.
she, she
If you
paid
look
for it.
into the $600 pack or the large one, it has all
Mhm.
the products we're talking about, and,
Okay.
and we'll
So
save.
both of them have all the product or
Yeah,
one
the
of
six
them?
hundred dollar pack and the $1,200 pack have all the products that you're talking about. The
So
ones,
what is the reason why one of them is more expensive?
well, they have more products. There's more
More
products.
what? So
There's, yeah.
for instance, if one of them have three, the other one have six.
Right, because
Okay.
the ones that I'm mentioning are a little bit different than the ones Benny's mentioning. And you know what? He's right about the omega. The omega is just It's kind of like the cement in the brick when you're making a brick house. This Omega just kind of cements everything together. The Omega is awesome. But I'm just thinking about, what you might have purchased because there'll be all these products either in the $600 pack or the 1,200. But I know the $600
I
pack has.
only get it what I wanted, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But I do have the omega-3, but I didn't get it from you. I get it from the pharmacy.
Okay.
But I have the Vitalhealth, the what else I have? The detox, and I also have the coffee. There's
Hmm.
one more. I don't remember what was it, but I never opened it. But
Okay.
I have about like five different kind of a thing. But I used four of them, except one that I haven't used because I wasn't too sure how to use them. What I'm doing, even making the tea. I don't know if we should make one cup with the tea or if it have to be a pitcher. So I wasn't sure what to do with
Well,
them.
you take the tea for 2 weeks. I put it in a bottle like this and I drink it the whole week.
So one make at least one bottle for one.
It depends. If you drink a lot, then you drink a lot of tea. If you drink less, you drink less tea. It's up to you. Whatever you're drinking, just don't
Okay.
drink anything else.
I
Just drink.
was listening when you said the person have to drink the tea to replace the water instead of drinking water for two
Yeah.
weeks.
Instead
But
of water or anything.
for myself, I would have to buy all the tea you carry because I drink a lot of water. Due
Yeah.
to the amount of medication I've been taking,
Right,
so
right.
I have to take a lot of medication to water to flush what's inside of me, so
Correct.
it doesn't give me another kind of sickness, Head
Correct.
one
Recording
and head
stopped.
one.
Correct. Yeah, it all depends on how what how much beverages you drink throughout the week. So yeah, you would just
Okay,
whatever beverages you're drinking with the tea.
okay.
Okay, great, 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 great. Well, thank you for that. If anybody else has, oh, okay, go ahead. Whose number? Dion Leon. Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Uh, yeah, yeah. Just write it down, Benny. Write it down and send it to me, and I'll go ahead and forward that. Yeah, that would be any suggestion's good. Every suggestion is listened to, and then after that they make a decision. But yeah, whatever you have, just write it down and send it to me. No problem. Yes, thank you, thank you. Mr. Alex Dorches, are you there, sir? Mr. Alex, Miss Marie Pierre, are you there? Coach Marie, Coach Alex.
I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Marie, how are you? Can you please let the people know that are on the call right now so that they know when you will be leaving for Haiti this month, and of course, what the schedule may be like.
It will be the last week of July. We don't have a day yet. So we
O-
will post everything on the groups
Okay,
as far as announcing concerning. That,
okay,
that, that that's about it.
okay. All right. So we just want to let everybody know that Coach Alex and Coach Marie will be going back to Haiti. So please, everybody, get your people ready, so that when they go over there, if they're going to be near the area that they're going to be going to, you guys can send them some of the people that you have, you here in the United States, but they'll be over there working on your behalf. So I just want to mention that before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you for everything too.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. If there is no other questions, we'll see everybody tomorrow during training. Our training starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. California time,